Steve0.
Yo,
Hey man, the Bears play Monday night in Minnesota. We're gonna talk about the injury report. Let's see how they get it down, man. Let's see if we can get some bodies on the field to go out there and get whooped on. Patrick Williams should be back tonight versus the Charlotte Hornets. Should he get used to being a bench player, Steve-O? We're gonna talk about all that plus more right after the intro. If I can get this thing, there you go. Right after the intro. All right, good morning, Chicago sports fans. Welcome to another episode of Chi-Town Sports Central. It's your hosts, Kevin and Big Steve.
what?
Hosts with an S at the end. It's plural. not the
Uh,
not the cupcakes, not the cream filling. But hey man, listen, y'all already know what to do. Hit us up, comment, like, share, follow all the Chi-Town sports family. Just type in your favorite Chicago sports team and put the word Central behind it. We've been putting in work. We just need y'all to acknowledge that work. Listen, man, Chicago Bears. Ugh, it's been rough, man. 7-game losing streak going against a team that's trying to push their winning streak to 7 games. Something got to give, and it's probably going to be the other team getting a 7th straight win on Monday night. So the Chicago Bears are taking on. It's just turmoil surrounding this team. We've talked about it ad nauseum over here on this channel as well as other channels, man. And it's it's been rough being in Chicago. Been real rough. Now
it's been
Chicago
beyond
Bears,
rough.
nigga, it's been abusive to be 100. Let's keep it a bean. It's been abusive to be a Bears fan pretty much our entire lives, but this season specifically coming in with all this hype, I didn't expect to be sitting here talking about a team that's bound for, I don't know if they call it lottery in the NFL, but bound for a top 5, top 10 pick again this season.
I don't think it's top 5. I think it's top. I think we 9 again. It look like
Right
we gonna
now,
be right. Yeah, right now.
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be between top 5 and top 10. Like, especially if they keep losing.
I mean, at the end of the day, that works out in our favor.
Does it though?
In retrospect, yes. Like in a football stance, like if it was any other organization, yes.
Right.
But like if this was any other organization that was almost there, had some talent on this team, and you just got to get the coach staff right, and you got a bundle of money, and you have a lot of choices of the pick of the litter when it comes to draft picks.
But it's the Bears though, Steve-O.
That's the caveat, and
it's
that's the
the
caveat.
It's the Bears, man. And to make matters worse, I mean, much like everybody in the NFL, they're going into this game not whole. But we are not the San Francisco 49ers. A not whole Chicago Bears team means
It's
the other team,
deplorable.
the other team is licking their chops, thinking it's barbecue chicken. And at the end of the day, man, we are right now. Ryan Bates concussion did not practice. Josh Blackwell shoulder did
So
not practice.
so
Javon
we ain't got
Dexter,
we ain't got nobody to return punts. We gonna have to put roll back there.
Javon Dexter. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Dexter
He
Jr.
did it in college.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Rome back there just so he can get more touches because we don't see him in the games a lot. Last week he got 2
Until last
touchdowns.
Sunday.
Yeah, but like it was garbage time. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Was.
Javon Dexter Jr. knee did not practice. Roshan Johnson
But
concussion.
I did hear people was at Hallis yesterday, and they said he wasn't walking as gingerly as he was previously. So maybe they just trying to waste time, just keep let him heal up. So
We'll
I say
see.
that's the only good news when it comes to Javon, because we gonna need Javon.
But here's the thing: like with that type of injury, all it takes is one tweak, and he can suit up and go out there and just tweak that thing, be right back out.
Yeah.
Um, Roshan Johnson concussion, DNP. I think Roshan Johnson was probably born with a concussion though. Like he bonks his venture like a mud, bro. That dude try to run through walls, bro. It's crazy.
He got a natural instinct to run through a motherfucker, and he violent with it. So I don't know why I didn't think he was gonna get a lot of concussions, but it's starting to get a problem. This is like his third to fourth concussion just as a professional.
You remember Bonk's Adventure? I'm not sure if you're old enough to know what Bonk's Adventure is.
Activision.
Bonk's Adventure came out on a console called TurboGrafx 16. It was
Oh,
when it was another company that was trying to compete with Nintendo and Sega. TurboGrafx 16, you had to be plugged thug to get one of those though. Like your daddy had to be a real drug dealer in the hood to get you one of them. It was crazy. But yeah, it was a fun game. He used his head though. Like his head was big, and he would just use his head for everything, running through walls. And that's who Roshan Johnson is. DeAndre Swift growing did not practice, so we're
that's a
definitely
problem.
man. It is a problem ever since the Bears
He
traded.
already dealing with a hamstring.
Ever since they traded Khalil Herbert, all the running backs then got hurt. Like literally, as soon as they traded him, they was like, "Hey, well, you might as well trade these ligaments and body parts too, because it's rough right now." And then you got
Yeah.
Elijah Hicks had limited practice with his ankle; he should be good. And Travis Homer would they just say head, but he was a full participant in practice. What's wrong with your head, type Travis Homer? Like, what's going
Yeah.
on there, Jack?
Besides the concussion, what's going on? You got a headache,
Right,
nigga?
right, and
And you can't forget Travis Scott. I mean Tyler Scott. You know we don't know what the hell wrong with him. He just
nothing.
can't play
And then Brisker is just pretty much out for the season. That's just the
at this
reality
point.
of it. Hopefully, he's not out for his career, but he might be one. Need to be one of those dudes that got them big helmets on going
On my
forward for the
mama
rest of his career. Because
at this
yeah,
point because he crashed Bandicoot.
it's rough.
Indigo.
It is rough. I'm still trying to figure out why the Bears only did a walkthrough yesterday for practice.
Because we play Monday.
Yeah, I know, but these mods
But
need to
he
be
did but he did say moving forward because of the weird schedules, because I think we got like 3, 4 games in like 11 days or something like that. I heard something like that. So
mhm.
I think he said from now on the walkthroughs is gonna start on Thursday. I think Thursdays or Wednesdays or one of them.
It had to be Wednesday. It's on Thursday right now because of the fact that so it might even be Tuesday, but
I think he said Thursday because of that's the thing. We're
I was
gonna have a
giving them the
lot of
extra
like late
time off.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, Thomas Brown, but he coaching for his future, so he better get these guys right. I'm not saying that I expect the Bears to win, but I expect them to play better. Like they got completely outclassed, outcoached, out everything by the San Francisco 49ers. Then you watch the 49ers last night go out and score 6 points against a Rams team that the Bears beat. So it goes to show you that everything that glitter ain't gold, the grass ain't always green on the other side, all the different cliches and colloquialisms that are tossed out there. The fact of the matter is, the Chicago Bears players, we got to start holding them accountable for their efforts on the field
Hmm.
all season long, pretty much from game one. Over here on with us in the Chi-Town Sports Network, we pointed the finger at coaching immediately from the second play call. We knew Shane Waldron wasn't it, and then moving forward, we knew that Eberflus wasn't it. But now we can't be looking at Thomas Brown like, "Hey man, it's your fault that these players is going out there playing like cheeks."
Because it's evident. Y'all not playing like how y'all was. Like the defense, especially y'all. It's very evident on tape that y'all not playing with effort. It's so many times I've seen that linebacker core minus TJ on certain aspects. They just don't make tackles when they're in the vicinity to make. It's not people rushing to the ball. It's not. We used to be a team where when somebody get tackled, all you seen was Bears jerseys around. We not that team no more. That's just a lack of focus, a lack of want to. That's just evident to see. That ain't got nothing to do with coaching. And even when we had Flus and then when there was games when there were Flus was here like the Patriots, y'all did not come to play that day. Just
Right?
like you didn't come to play last Sunday.
Yeah. Like it's almost like they thought that it was like a magic wand, like a magic elixir, like they smoked some moon rocks or something, and they was just gonna go out there and float on air. But that's not what happened. They went out there and got punched in the mouth and didn't respond. Especially, I mean, like defense got punched in the mouth, but the offense was just whimpering, bro. Like I can we can point the finger at the defense all we want. They did give up 24 points in the first half,
Yeah,
but to score 0 points, to have less
I'm
than
used
10
to it.
yards in a half, bro, like you could have paid anybody. You could have paid anybody off 79th and Colfax to go out there and get less than 10 yards. So the
I mean, yeah,
Chicago
it just don't surprise me no more because you don't have a established run game.
Yeah, that's
And
that's definitely it.
like you not going to go out there and every time you do go out there and try to pass it all day, you lose.
And that brings me to Ryan Poles. I feel like the way that he's addressed the run game since he's been here, allowing Montgomery to just leave, passing up
I
on
mean, he didn't allow. He left.
well, they didn't he didn't offer him
No, he
any.
offered him the same amount.
Yeah.
He said it was not fun playing Bears football
Oh, yeah,
because
I get
every
it.
time he got to the playoffs, it was a blunder, and he was losing for the most part.
Yeah, I
And
get
we
it.
didn't build up an established line. We
Yeah.
offered him 6 million with the same contract. He
Yeah, I
decided to go
remember
to
that.
Detroit.
Yeah, I remember that. But still,
Yeah.
Montgomery up out of there, passing up on Saquon, and then bringing in DeAndre Swift, whose run style didn't
Didn't
fit
fit.
with the offensive coordinator that you decided to bring in here. Eh, I mean,
The old
Poles,
line
hey,
coach ain't shit.
listen, the grace that Poles had coming into the season, like a lot of people pretty much have turned on him. If you playing Madden, the fan grade is down right now. People on Twitter, they salty right now. Uh, I haven't seen Ryan Poles with this much heat since he's been at the helm for the Chicago. I'm talking about they even creating stories like him and Kevin Warren. They fighting each other. They don't like each other. They ain't even send each other happy Thanksgiving texts, things like that. Like it's it's been rough right now for Ryan Poles. And if he's going to do anything to turn it around, man, this offseason coming up for him is the biggest one because if the same thing happens next year, if we're sitting here in December talking about a 4 or 5 win team, I can guarantee you that Ryan Poles won't make it to 2026. I can guarantee that.
I don't know because this ownership is still his ownership,
I can
and who?
guarantee it. I can guarantee it.
Yeah,
You can write it down. Mark the date down right now. To the Friday the 13th of December 2024. Big Kev said it. If we're talking about a 5 win team in the beginning of December, the middle of December at this point, next year, Ryan Poles will not be the general manager. And Kevin Warren gonna get fired as president too. Now they might keep Kevin Warren because of the whole stadium situation, but Ryan Poles will not be the GM of this team moving forward if he doesn't hit on the next coach. Plain and simple. If he don't hit in this draft either. Like if you don't draft the trenches right, you ain't getting the offensive line right. I'm telling you, bro, he out of there. I don't care what the organization's saying. He got to
we
go.
shall
This the
see.
same organization that never fired a coach in season. They took care of that this season. So we're gonna see. You're right, we're gonna see. But if y'all want to hear anything else about the Chicago Bears, head on over to Chicago Bears Central, where Hayes, C Dub, Bobby, Steve, and myself, we all hold it down over there. We appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all been holding us down for sure, for sure. All right, moving on to the Chicago Bulls. It's gonna be a short episode. It's not too much to talk about with the other guys. But Chicago Bulls tonight, Steve-O. Your boy Patrick Williams is back in the rotation. What does that
I
mean
gotta be
for
my
Matas
boy.
Buzelis? I mean, it's somebody's boy. That was just a general statement, not you specifically. I don't think any of us really rocking with him like that. But the florist is back, and he is going to be in the rotation for sure. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have him on a minutes restriction. But my question to you is, should he get prepared to be a bench player for the foreseeable future? If not for the rest of his career, but for the foreseeable future, based on the injuries that he's had throughout his career, should he be a person that's coming off the bench for the Chicago Bulls?
For the Bulls, it ain't gonna happen. Somewhere else, probably. But as a Bulls, we know Billy Donovan and his organization love him too much. They still think he has a hell of potential, and they see him as such, and they play him as such. And it's hard because there's times where he shows that aggressive side that we see that we want more consistently, and that just boosts what they think he can be. So, as a bull, I don't think he's never going to come off the bench fully unless he's just genuinely injured or somebody like Montes take a supreme leap in mid-season. But if that don't happen, I don't think he's going to do it. But elsewhere, yeah, he probably going to have to prepare and be a six-man type of role.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about this team specifically. Like right now, Matas Buzelis is developing into a much better player. The starting five that's going out there right now has been producing. Julian Phillips is proving that he can hit the corner three and prove, get the athleticism. He has the athleticism to get some putback dunks, some backdoor cuts, and that's one thing that he does that Patrick Williams just refuses to do is backdoor cut from that corner. I think the people that's behind him technically are closer to him than he thinks. He got his contract. The Bulls gave him the 90 million for 5 years, which I thought was just insane. But at the end of the day, he might find himself, especially if he comes back and continues to be as timid as he has been, he might find himself coming off the bench whether he wants to or not, whether Billy Donovan wants to bring him off the bench or not, just based off play. Now we've seen him get benched throughout his career with or without injuries. We've seen him get benched for Io. We've seen him get benched for Dalen Terry too. I think I want to say no, it was what's his name, Tory
Yep.
Craig. So like I
And
think
guess
the
what?
what up?
He always found his way back.
That's because
Yo,
he was showing up to the practice facility with like lilacs and lilies and bouquets, like trying to get back in their good graces. The Flores got he got his little tricks.
and he did. That's literally what he did. And he probably gonna get, like I said, under the Bulls staff, they level. And what they see what he do, and they see those times when he go get them super athlete ass rebounds, be like, that's the guy we drafted. And then that's gonna get, like I said, that's gonna boost Billy ego to keep playing him more. I don't think he's gonna fall in a rotation, like I said, unless somebody like Montes take a dumb big step.
Yeah, yeah, we gonna. I mean, and Matis is gonna have to get better too, and he's a rookie, so like I have way more grace for him. But I do want to see him take better shots. Sometimes his shot selection is like he still think he's on a G League Ignite or back in high school, taking
Mhm.
contested corner threes. The best thing about the corner three is when it's wide open. Obviously,
It's
uh,
shorter.
yeah, it's the shortest shot on the court. But if you got a 6'9" person standing right in front of you, even if their hand is down, I don't think he's developed enough to keep doing that. And when I watched him play Philly, he did it like 3 times in a row. When he caught that pass, they swung it to him in the corner. The shot clock wasn't running
Airball
down.
one.
Yeah, but the shot clock was like he was shooting like the shot clock was running down. And I'm pretty sure the coaches are telling him, "Hey, shoot, we know you can hit it. You hit it in practice. It's a whole different thing in the game. Rotate that ball, get
Hmm.
open, find some open space, and then take the three." But at the end of the day, Matis is going to be the guy, one of the guys in Chicago. They drafted him to build around him. The real question is, what's going to happen with Josh Giddey for the Chicago Bulls? We got to keep an eye on that because they might not even extend him, and it's going to be to the point where we just gave away Caruso for nothing, which makes them not getting a pick from Oklahoma City just loom even larger as the season goes on. All right, y'all. If y'all want to hear anything else about the Chicago Bulls, head on to Chicago Bulls Central where Hayes holds it down every single day. Shout out to Hayes for all the work that he does for the Chi-Town Sports Network. No news on the Chicago Sky. Just Angel Reese,
Arrival.
yeah, unrivaled. That's pretty much it. The Blackhawks lost last night to the Islanders. They were up pretty much the whole game, and then they gave up, I think, 4 goals in the third period.
They said, all right, let me stop playing with these motherfuckers.
It was crazy, bro. It looked like it was gonna be a good game, but they ended up losing, I think, 5-3 last night. If you want to hear anything about the Chicago Blackhawks, head on over to Chicago Blackhawks Central. We all know that
It was 5-4. They almost came back.
oh, they scored another goal. Last because last I saw it was 5-3. So maybe they
Yeah.
scored something at the last second. And then you got the Chicago White Sox. Of course, everybody knows that the Gary Crochet trade took place with the Boston Red Sox. Head over to Chicago White Sox Central for my analysis on that. There's still no news on Luis Robert Jr. on what's going to happen with him, if he's going to be traded or not. The Rule 5 draft happened as well. So the Cubs and White Sox both picked up players in the Rule 5 draft. Head on over to Chicago Cubs Central for any updates regarding the Cody Bellinger watch. We're looking at Cody Bellinger, says Suzuki might get traded. They're also pursuing Roki Sasaki. So that's pretty cool. And then, at the end of the day, the Cubs are just trying to make some moves to improve their roster to get to be next season. We're gonna see if they can do it. That they're also talking to the Houston Rockets for one of their young stars, but that'll be a rental as well. It could be just a rental as well. So the Cubs got some tinkering to do. I think that's it, right? That's everybody.
Yeah.
All right, y'all already know what to do. Hit us up, like, comment, and share. Tonight you got the Shot Bulls podcast with C Dub and Bobby. The Bulls are back in action. In the midst of this NBA Cup, they've been off all week, so back in action tonight versus Charlotte. Is LaMelo playing? Because I like watching LaMelo play basketball,
I
man.
think, yeah, he definitely is fun to watch. He is a game time decision.
Okay, well, hopefully he get out there, man. I don't care about if the Bulls win or lose to be 100. That's just where
Actually,
I
no,
am.
he's out. He's out in the 19th.
Man, bro, I was excited to watch that boy play against us. All right, well
Hey,
then the Bulls.
Trey Main out too, and Miles Bridges
Miles
is a
out
game.
too. That mean the
A
Bulls.
game is a game time decision.
Are we at home?
We are at home.
Oh, that means we gonna lose. For some reason, we can't win at the crib, bro.
We
I don't
suck
get
at
it.
home.
I don't
We suck.
understand it, bro. I don't get it. I do not get it. So yeah, check out the Shy Boys podcast. You'll probably see all of us there at some point tonight. Steve-O, Bobby, of course, C Dub, best game live game caller in the business, bar none, including national televised games. And then Hayes might even pop in. Who knows? Have a good Friday morning, you guys. It's almost the weekend. It's cold. It's still cold out there today, though. We're gonna get
Oh, this
warmer over
man,
the weekend, but it's cold.
man, I can't wait till tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We're gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. Peace.